It's important for us to help us manage a relatively limited workforce, to make sure we're able to bring back senior decision-making ability back to the front lines, the most difficult part of the service, bring mentorship, bring coaching back, and then offer opportunities for movement for officers who have earned movement. You know, the part about tenure we do is we actually direct you back to the street and ask for at least a year of time at the street before you look for other movement again. It starts with the incredibly high workload that our members are experiencing across the service. There's challenges around the amount of transparency in policing, the amount of accountability measures in policing. Of course, things like tenure are difficult as we've brought back tenure back into the organization. It's been with us before in the past, but coming back in is a matter of change management and helping people work through those issues. But all in all, it's just a sign of a very complex world that our officers police in.
It's the feeling and the belief of members that change is being made for the sake of change. We're no further ahead 2.5 years later after implementing tenure than we were 2.5 years ago. Before tenure was implemented, openings in those units occurred anyway. Now that it's artificially inflated, all it's doing is depleting those units, and it's especially depleting those units of experienced members. The people that really suffer, the citizens of Calgary, they don't get the level of service that they should be receiving. And in some of the units that are more high-risk units, like for example, tactical, costs are about $300,000 to get a member up and running in one of the specialties. So it's a huge amount of money that's being wasted. You want experience in there. You want the very best people with all the training, all the experience behind them, doing those high-risk calls that potentially have the safety of citizens as an outcome. So it hasn't had that effect. It's not helping us become a better police service.